Hi guys, Dr. Lucy here. I'm at my clinic today, and today I thought I will talk to you briefly about ketones and ketosis and the keto diet and what it all actually means. So, as you know, at Real Life Medicine, we are mad on low carb real food. So, for us, that is food that has had, I guess, minimal processing, not as close to its original form as possible. Now, does that mean that that's a keto diet? Well, a keto diet is really just a diet where your body burns fat for fuel. So if you're trying to lose weight, then basically, yeah, we will be in ketosis at some stage. Now, so what happens when you burn fat for fuel? So that's whether that's fat on your plate or fat from your tummy. Your body, that fat breakdown releases these ketone bodies, they're called. And it's another form of fuel, and it's a really effective brain fuel and a really effective fuel for our muscles as well. When people are on a low carb diet and they often describe this mental clarity, it's because their brain is using a different fuel, and it's really fantastic. Now, the thing is though, that you cannot burn your own fat if your insulin is high. And the thing that puts our insulin up is carbohydrates, some sugar alcohols. So whilst they're not strictly listed as carbs, they might as well be. Interestingly, some stress. So that puts your insulin up, whether you like it or not, it does. And when your insulin is up, you cannot burn your own fat. So you may still have ketones from the fat on your plate, but it's not your own fat. So ketones are not the be all and end all. The be all and end all is burning your own fat. That's what we want to do. Again, if that's the aim, if you're trying to lose weight and restore your metabolic health, then we want you to use that storage. Don't just lug it around with you. So obviously we want then to put our body into the best situation in order to burn its fat. So that's really going about that idea of low carb, real food, not eating too often. We don't need to eat 6 times a day. In fact, we probably only need to eat twice a day. No snacking. What does snacking do? It puts your insulin up. And remember that the snack, protein puts insulin up a little bit. So even if it's a no carb snack, protein can still cause an insulin rise. So if you're insulin resistant and you want to lose weight, then the best way to do that is to minimize the number of times you actually eat. So I eat 1 or 2 times a day. That's it. I'm not hungry. I'm not starving myself. I literally go, right, I don't have breakfast. It's black coffee. Good. Insulin's nice and low. It's been low from the night before. It's staying low. Sometimes I eat lunch, but often I don't. I'm not actually hungry. I know some people do get hungry at lunch, and if you're hungry at lunch, then do that. But remember, I'm a little different to most people because I don't have as much muscle mass. I have muscular dystrophy, I have less muscle mass, and I do a lot less activity. So in listening to my body, it doesn't need that much fuel. Now, other people may. So if you have to have lunch, it's fine. But don't have lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, dessert, and a snack on the couch. If you want to lose weight, you can't do both. So I guess, now, do I measure ketones? No. I certainly don't bother with those wee sticks. They're rubbish, okay? They measure the spillover of ketones into your urine. If your body's quite good at using those ketones, and there's no leftover into the urine, okay? That's usually high ketones on those wee sticks are usually when you first start. They don't really mean anything. They don't tell you, are your ketones coming from your food or from your burnt fat? So, Now, I did test blood ketones for a little while, use a finger pricker. It was kind of fun, but it's not actually that useful to me because I already know in my head if I've been eating on my plan. I mean, we know that. So what? If you need a blood test to tell you that you're not eating on your plan? No. Some people produce a lot of ketones. I do. So, my number looks great. Yay, woohoo. Oh, does that actually mean I'm burning my fat? Not necessarily. Some people don't produce a lot of ketones in their blood tests. Why is that? I mean, maybe they're very efficient at using them. So I think the key, though, what I'm trying to say is you don't chase your ketone numbers. They're kind of nice to track, and some people get a buzz out of it, and that's fine. If you want to do that, you can. How to tell if you're in ketosis? Well, just keep your carbs low, under 20 or 30 grams a day. And the major thing to keep yourself into ketosis is just only eat meals. 2 or 1 meal a day. That's it. Anything more than that gets a bit tricky. I think that'll do. I'm banging on. I get to the banging on stage. All right. Anyway, I know that might be hard for some of you, but it's food freedom because I'm never thinking, oh my God, I'm so starving, I'm going to go crazy. I don't think like that anymore. I now know that really I can just eat when I want. It's so liberating. Anyway, it's taken a while, so don't expect that to happen straight away. But when you start with 2 or 3 meals a day. Do not snack. When people put questions on Facebook, what am I going to have for snack? I just want to write nothing. But of course that feels rude. But just don't. If you want to lose weight, if you want to keep your insulin low, if you want to get into ketosis, then don't snack. Eat till you're full. Stop when you're not. Okay, stop when you're full. Okay, eat till you're full. Stop when you're full. God, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But don't eat if you're not hungry. It's crazy, isn't it? Basically, you're putting wood back in the shed. Anyway, that's enough for today. But I will see you next time. All is well. Take care. See ya.